A massive shift tonight in how legal marijuana will be sold in Ontario. The previous government's plan for an LCBO-style government and monopoly is over. Instead, Doug Ford's government is announcing private retailers will be able to sell cannabis in their own stores as of April 1st. But when marijuana becomes legal across the country on October 17th, it will be sold online in this province through the Ontario Cannabis Store, an arm of the LCBO, which will also be the wholesaler for private stores. The province is promising strict guidelines, and any private stores caught selling marijuana to a retailer will lose its license.
We will be ready to put in place a safe, legal system for cannabis retail that will protect consumers. We will be ready to protect Ontario's roads. And most importantly, we will be ready to protect our kids.
What are your thoughts, though, your initial thoughts on zoning? For example, how close could a private store be to a school, as well as how many per municipality? Like, how many could Toronto residents realistically expect to open up within their boundaries if they opt in?
We're in uncharted territory. There are no legal sales for cannabis anywhere in Canada today. So everybody that's developing all of their models, we're working on estimates from an illegal marketplace. So we will be ready with a robust system to handle all the orders that we can online and be ready on April 1st to open a retail system.
The legal age to buy recreational pot will remain at 19. The province will also be giving municipalities a one-time opportunity to opt out of having pot shops within its borders. And the move essentially blows up the previous Liberal government's plan to have a government monopoly on the sales like the LCBO. And Jody Emery is Canada's so-called Princess of Pot and a huge advocate for the sale of cannabis. Here's what she has to say about today's changes.
I'm excited about the opportunity for private retailers to sell cannabis in Ontario, not only for myself, hopefully to have cannabis culture and Jody's joints open up, but for the rest of the market. My hope is that the Ford government will let the free market decide the number of stores, that supply and demand will dictate how many storefronts open. I hope that the government won't interfere with too much over-regulation and interference with the actual development of the industry, though. There are still questions about who gets to be a private retailer. Is it only for those who can afford big costs? Are the pioneers and people like myself who have criminal records, are we allowed to get licensed too? Some of these questions, I think, are still set to be answered through consultations, and at least we have that opportunity to inform the government policies.
Under the Liberal government's plan, 150 government stores would have been up and operating by 2020. The new PC government says it's not sure how many stores it will allow to operate and how many across the province and per municipality. Illegal stores that are in operation right now will still be illegal. It's not yet clear if they will be able to apply for a license and become legal.